Hello testing 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 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3有聲啦，開始啦。Hello wing wing 早晨 ，Hello 魚子，各位好 ，Raymond Yo 你好啊，各位大家好，呢度係天訊，今次再翻嚟，阿倫醒醒，係啊，睇下佢幾時醒啊，真係。Facebook 先，好呢冇聲，有聲。
Previously on Alan Wake.
嚟啊
I came to Bright Falls with my wife Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn.
等下先，突然之間呢度已經係前咩啊？成日講唔到添，講翻之前嘅發生咩事啊？小寶話：終於再轉咩？終於再轉 game 咩？我有玩過㗎啦，呢隻 game 已經。阿實話冇戲喎 ，Hello Anya 你好，小寶你好，嚟啦我哋繼續 Alan Wake 啦，我哋 remaster。玩翻第一集 ，OK， 我哋繼續睇下佢講咩嚟㗎，我哋。
Damn it, Alice! Now she's missing. Alice? Alice? I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
係啦。第二章以為義氣，3年前喎講翻，講3年前喎，點解呢？
Honey, I'm home.
Honey.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
喂，等等啊！聽到啲聲音清楚噶嘛？係嘛？喂 ，testing， sorry， 我 set 錯嘢添。好，得而家 OK 啦。Hello Big Tiger 你好，唔使再睇 P， 又有人想睇 P 嘅喎，但係又。
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
哇！相機又有，電話有 iPhone 未？嗰時有 iPhone 噶咯喎！哇！咦？呢個咪我嚟嘅係嘛？你自己啲造型照係咪啊？唔係喎，又唔係喎，有鬚嘅喎。開喺咖啡機嘅叫我，咖啡機喺邊度啊？咖啡機？廚房？ 寫啲操作已經唔係好記得啦，開啟咖啡機呢度 ，OK。
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
揾翻 Alice， 記得 follow like 啊！大家俾個 like 我啊，唔該晒。唔睇都嚟 like 下，唔該。 盾臂龜啊，嗰個叫盾臂龜，其實我唔知啊。係啊，玩下龜啫嘛，勁大隻。咦？有原稿。
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
完全都唔知佢想講乜。
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city.
叫變咗靈魂咁喎，好似。
One with it. I can...
得唔得啦？知啊 ，Anyway， 佢啊，哇，人名仲大過書名喎，當然已經嚟咗啦。是龜也是頭。
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
點啊？檢查封面草稿喎，邊度我個草稿？我想問下，擺喺邊啊？
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
誒
Alan!
咩事啊？
Alan, please check the fuse box.
啊
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
？OK OK，嚟緊嚟緊。
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
因為佢老婆好驚黑嘅。
Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's
Yung laptop.
stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy.
Oh,
you
mà
made
yêu
that up
dùng
right
à?
now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Hello Royal， 老婆高失不了。
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine.
翻返嚟
I
現
had
代
to
喎
lie。about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a
咁
shock.
震嘅鏡頭
You。should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Thanks。
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there.
釣魚令人哋放鬆咩
The water this time of year, closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
如果即係我要試下釣下魚先。
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
我覺得 game 聲好似有啲細聲，係啊 ，game 聲細聲啊。OK。
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr.
咁樣啦，
Wake.
咁樣大聲少少。塊面凹落去咁。期待咩叫期待？期待哦，期待呢個係期待。又攞保溫壺。
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
似人形嘅灌木啫，原來係咪㗎？呢隻 game 都幾懸疑下喎。
Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
唔好意思啊。奇怪嘅點解？咩啊？一早講咗燒腦 game，DNBC 咩輪講嘢好似鬼食泥咁樣，係咪正常？唔知咧，唔係啊，都唔係好鬼食泥啫，我覺得。
Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you down the corridor in her office.
我哋知喺邊度咩？
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office.
走廊底就是。
Just go down the corridor.
喂。 我唔知喺邊喎。
You should go see the sheriff now, Mr. Wake. She's in her office.
個 office 喺邊度啊 ？Meeting room 嚟嘅喎。
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need some fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant can show you the way.
I'm sorry. All of this, it's just a lot to take in.
Take your time, Mr. Wake. I understand.
呢啲搞唔搞到啊？呢個咪嗰個 fuse 咯。有得撳掣。哦。喂，停車場真係唔好似冇。
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here. Hey! Hey!
好鬼嘈啊！
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Anybody out there? I'm not feeling... Hey! Hey!
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left. The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
哇！執報溫壺添。我唔知喺邊度。
Hey! Please help me, man!
觀塘呢個先。有份文件喺地下。
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, We get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
好似冇乜特別喎。冇啦，咁我行暈咗咯，已經。要我行呢邊咁，但係我點去啊？得啦，觀看完啦。嗯。我會出唔返去，會。有冇線索係講我點入去㗎？唔知點入去喎而家。嗰個頭先警告嚟，點解？喂，咁都跳唔到上去。Hello 啊，Hello，金子你好。喂，檢查咗咯，個廢車係咪已經講緊入邊嗰個？但我點入去啊？哦，多謝科拉先，感謝。我唔知點入去喎。塊木板冇得喐。木條觀看啫，我覺得唔得喎。跟住話我睇完你玩兩週目係咪啊？多謝你。哇死啊！唔識玩啊！跳入去唔似咯，跳咗啦，試咗。唔似跳過去喎，琴日先啱。卡，我咪上去呢度啊？等陣先，魚子彈喊路。 點解唔跳？我跳咗啦，跳唔到啫嘛。唔係咁樣喎，睇嚟係唔似喎。呢度我咪上返去警察局度。唉，頂！定係要控制呢架車過去啊？會唔會啊？頂！嗌乜嘢？點解咁難嘅呢度？睇下先。呢度門係咪開得㗎？喂，掂喎！可疑人物咩？可疑人物啊？咦？睇咗踢個低能。
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall in the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
智力提升，唔係喎，而家都好迷喎，真係仲係。
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
我以為可以揸車走嘅，點離開啊，大佬？誒，呢度我翻返出去，即係正門出去咯。
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh.
Hey! Oh my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself.
真係話補祝你生日快樂喎，Kim。我唔知去邊添而家。
What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and
understand
everything's just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
All right, wait here.
So, 就係咁。係啊，補祝佢生日快樂啦！
I'd come here to rent a cabin, where I could wait till midnight.你睇嘅話，早晨啊，祝你生日快樂。
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. You got lucky.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
點睇？唔知做乜喎而家？尋找表格。即係邊度有表格喎？應該喺出邊嗰度係嘛？定係已經黐喺牆度啦佢。死啦！邊度而家我？佢話要揾個表格都唔知邊度，同埋係咩？個台咪有啦，個台。個台？邊張台啊？死啦！死啦！死啦！死啦！死啦！呢個你諗住卡啦玩咁玩，卡啦咁玩。喺呢度啊！呢度，唉，死火啦！多謝 Terry for like 啊！剪咗頭髮喎，係啊，剪頭髮。卡拉都好啊，冰冰話。佢啲動作好難控制，點解？係咪俾佢啊？唔係俾佢啊？唔係喎，冇得揀喎。喂 ，sorry， 洛斯提喺邊度？哇！突然間俾咬添，之後點算？喂，唔係俾呢個人咧，我唔記得呢個人叫咩名咯。啊？長毛象啫，講緊隻狗，有隻，但我出唔到去嘅喎。 點解我試到啲門開唔到嘅？死啦！
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake.
我可以
Glad to have you staying
死
here.
啦真係。
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills.
有啊，希話有咁夜可以睇 payme 啦。
Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
就係咁。
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
頭先我掛住望，隻 game 冇望到啲人講
Real
乜
funny,
嘢。
Al. Real funny. Ha ha! Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back, or until I get eaten by a grue.
喂，個出口喺呢度嘅。見到 Alan 好似個醉酒佬咁撞嚟撞去。喂，我而家去唔係出去情人風道咩？我要去。嚇點走啊？而家呢度？
Seriously, cut it out, Al. My nerves are shot.
呢度。
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
醉酒佬藍色衫嗰個，冇咁啦。
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry. Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to be in the forest.
即係要行過去啊！已經有車唔揸。
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station.
人你好。
The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
哎呀死啦！一講一睇下留言又聽唔到佢講乜嘢頭先。開到喎。
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
喂，開燈而家得。
Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, this not that.
誒，又嚟。冇行錯路啊！應該冇行錯路啊！
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page. 死啦！好迷啊！呢個玩唔知講唔知做乜，又唔知去邊，又唔知講乜。喂 The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Damn. Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
咩事？冇人嘅，但係。哇！咩事
？Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy.
Hello, Coco. Yeah,
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
我點打開啊？哦，頂啊！佢咪有啲機關喺度啊？我諗緊。喂，冇喎。 繼續走埋去。哦，佢嗰個打開燈光係邊度？邊個嘅？天水係咪肚餓？冇啊，冇杯麵啊，咪食咗嘢唔肚餓啦，而家應該係咪去翻頭先？打開燈光係打開邊度燈光？其實我呢度冇掣感喎。哦，去邊度啊
The gate to Lover's Peak was locked.
點啊？係。叫得好好笑。去 office 揾 key 啊，但係而家叫我，但係佢而家咪叫我打開個燈咩？嚇，即係點啊？我唔知喎，而家我跟佢嗰個講法㗎啫喎。我唔係行錯路喺度。呢度有乜跳咗去啊 ？Office please 走上山做乜啊？吓？哎呀，我突然間呢跌落去，我唔知使唔使翻轉頭啊嘛？而家佢改變咗啦嘛，呢度啲嘢。頂佢就話叫我打開燈光，我點都唔知佢講咩打開燈光啫。慘！唉，邊度 office 啊？想問下呢個 office。誒，呢個有嘢執喎。
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
Let's see.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
又嚟，又係呢啲人嚟嘅。 哦，我搞掂啦！唉，誒，中啊！呢個係。 咩嚟㗎？啊就係咁喎，早點打佢啦！啊，去邊？咁我應該去邊度啊？我又上返去啦。Office 門口有原稿。 Office 門口有原稿，呢個 miss 咗喎，翻嚟睇下先。哦，係喎呢度喎，睇唔到添。
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken rib stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
咗佢坐骨喺嗰度先黐咗。執咗啦，而家。邊度？係咪呢邊啊？應該係。唔見咗嘅？誒，頭先喺度㗎。
Had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
哇！
Please don't feed the animals.
冇喂動物。
Fishing.
哦，嚇死我咩？
Who purchased a park license? Obey.
哇！閃身嘅呢個人。
Rusty, Rusty, no. Never. Two bears and wolves never approached any other closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed. Never leave your pet unattended.
哇！完全聽唔到佢講乜嘢。
To remove any natural objects or historical artifacts from the park. Gross. This includes even you may.
黐線點啊！哇！哇！嚇死我咩？喂，有人嚟緊！哇！頂啊！好。應該呢個位啊！咩聲啊？嚇死我！ 咩啊？未執子彈？邊度有子彈執啊？你咁都見到咩？我見唔到喎。
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
到啦，哎，嘢上啲。
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
頭先你打人閃身嗰度咧，你冇執子彈，只係垂直跳起。是但啦，好遠啦，已經行到去。我咁錯晒頂你啊！嚇死我咩？
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
哎呀，我睇唔到講咩添頭先，啱啱嗰下。有玻璃聲嗰邊，順息落樓梯頭，我唔小心行咗個位啫，使唔使咁啊？哇，3個！我頂啊！諗住走啊嘛，佢點解冇晒閃光彈嘅？Yes。你有冇行錯路啊？應該冇啦。快啲啦！呢邊定呢邊？邊喎？頂又有你啊！哇！頂大隻啲嗰隻。喂！哇！頂咁多隻嘅，點玩啊？我。點解我冇晒嗰啲雷明燈嗰啲冇晒嘅？點解？有支散彈㗎，終於開齋。哎呀，頂你個肺！ 哇！避一避先。唉，冇啦嘛。頂冇乜嘢執喎，你隻 game。其實講棵樹啊，唉，棵樹唔睇啊。喂，哇！黐線！哇！點打啊？哇！殺咗先，啊！冇晒子彈，冇電又冇子彈，點算啊？冇電冇子彈喎，而家係點啊？有冇燈光啊？有冇啲有啲照死佢啊？哇！喂，救命啊！冇子彈咁點玩啊？有紅引添啊，後面嚟緊，哇！救命啊！前面仲有人嘅，喂，點玩啊？哦，黐線，成堆人咯，已經冇咗。喂，呢個去邊度啊？可以？啊！係咪走得甩㗎？冇電啦咁樣，好似玩到敗我咁，追數。執子彈而家唔夠，係咪前嗰個效果？好外鄉人。我都唔知邊度執子彈，頭先個咁呢個版圖點玩啊？翻返轉頭唔通真係要佢咁嘅款點？邊度執子彈啫？平時有啲箱咁樣，好似信箱咁企咗喺度俾我執噶嘛，而家冇喎。誒，個原稿都執唔會反而。
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Hello, Fiona 你好。缺頁中間 miss 晒嘅，但係唔係喎，但係咧，我頭先應該唔止攞到咁少嘅喎，我唔明喎。哦，唔係，上面仲有嘅。哦，好多原來。係啊，我唔中意玩呢個版圖喎，唔知點解。我唔中意呢個版圖。應該唔係 miss， 因為我記得上次玩呢啲嘢都唔順序攞嘅係。 翻轉頭會唔會翻晒啲怪出嚟啊？我都開門啦，去廁所有冇？喂，執電池，執電池，就咁樣啫喎，執電池啫喎。我行咗第二度，有提示喎呢度，咦？窿呢度，即係點啊？呢個箭嘴咁樣擺我，即係點啊？應該行入去啦。Hello， 志明你好。跟住自己行先。哇！有嘢執啦。哦，我就係爭呢度啲嘢，即係隻 game 係需要揾齊嘢先得嘅喎。如果咁講嘅話，你行唔齊晒啲嘢，揾少粒幾粒子彈，你唔使玩嘅後面嗰度。嚟啦，過翻橋啦，唉，成堆人俾成堆人追喎呢度。但應該夠子彈啦啩，今次，只係試下啦。我諗呢度冇得咩啦，揾，仲揾唔揾？仲話探唔探索好咧？哇！開始黑掹掹啦又。情人風啊，超遠啊！有個人企出嚟，哇！哇！黐線！喂！喂頂！喂，我又變咗翻冇，我有冇 save？ 有冇得 save 㗎？頭先我執翻啲嘢冇 save 到啊！而家慘，唉，好慘，好慘，唉，好可憐。要慳子彈過難過擺咯。係啊，你啱啊，擺咗成疊子彈俾我啦，啲怪。而家呢度你執唔齊子，執唔齊執唔夠料，你已經過唔到咯，基本上。頭先嗰度咁多人，有冇得避喎？擺我都仲可以避下喎，仲可以亂咁閃喎。我而家係冇喎，肉搏喎要。 迷路啦又，整佢呢啲咧好麻煩。今次變天信星星，好難打喎，但係真係咪唔夠子彈仲要啲人咧唔知邊嚟，你早都喺後面閃出嚟咧，咁我點提防到佢啫？我提防唔到佢嘅喎，其實。哇！呢度黑到乜都睇唔到，我想講。有冇蓋 save 嘅？我覺得。係棘住咗啲。哇！冇得 save 喎！哎呀，慘！即係我每次都要咁樣做。因為佢 item 好似隨機出，又唔似白我咁見你少啲咩就出啲咩俾你，都有啲着數。不過佢應該如果個製作公司應該有計到，你即係一般人大概用到啲咩嘅，我諗咋？係啊，又嚟啦！有冇得 save 咗先啊？我想 save 啊，其實。長檢查添。哦，做乜嘢咁咗低？唉，黐線！有燈喺上面。咦？今次冇嘢冇怪嘅，點解？定係未到啊？我咪要去燈嗰度先啊！哦，檢查點嚟嘅呢個原來。但係都冇嘢執嘅喎，呢個 save point 嚟嘅喎，係一個，有嘢執。哦，咁我差唔多。咩啊？慘在你應該唔係唔係計佢計嘅一般指數。去情人峰，又嚟啦！散彈佢先得，不如。不如集齊多啲人先啦！哇！黐線！冇血啊，唔該。頭先有經過呢度啊，但係頭先我呢個位咧，頭先我俾人追緊，所以冇得撳。係咪第二日覺得啲歌好溫暖？直情係好似太陽咁溫暖。 睇下先。嘢集喺度。我頭先有經過喺度，不過頭先走緊啫我。
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
留下嚟嘅人咧都了解到我知道呢啲事情啊，而且比我還了解啊，即係有啲人咧留低啲裝備俾佢用啊。哦，即係佢講緊我頭先去嗰個符號度咧，無啦啦咪有啲嘢執，有個寶箱執嘅。佢意思係講緊有啲人係佢講到好理性，有啲人留啲彈藥俾佢，留得呢啲補給品俾佢啦，總之。啊，又嚟啊呢度！唉，見到佢咯。哇！哇！閃先！哇！咁多人嘅！哇！避咗先，衝過去光嗰度先。耶！我都用咗粒閃光彈啊，不過到未啊我？呢邊行，我應該行呢邊先啊！突然間喐嘅呢塊嘢，有暖水壺啊！講棵樹成，我唔知呢啲應該同劇情冇乜關係嘅。講緊呢個木。喂，冇嘢執㗎喺度，齋睇風景，睇明星。唔好啦，呢啲我執下唔得，翻去先，照下先。喂，呢度係行唔到喎。即係要兜路啦，咁我行呢邊係啱啦，咁樣真係有冇路？但係好似仲冇路行喎已經。冇啦，掘頭路。冇氣啦，已經跑到喘晒氣，主角。又有怪，點啊？咁樣我行上面啊，兜路上去係咪？哇！頂我真係呢邊個？頭先行咗，呢度殺咗呢個人冇翻山喎，好似。咁就好啲。 呢度可唔可以經棵樹行過去啊？哇！真係麻煩。呢度點咧？點過去咧？呢度行唔行得過去咧？似喎，有啲落去喎呢度，唉。咁點啊？去邊啊？唔知去邊啊？你睇呢啲路咧，我行過都唔記得啦，真係。我黑咗點解？有張信息落山，唔係啊！而家呢度我唔知點樣，我好似冇第二條路揀喎。唉，唔知又返去頭先。唉，唔知喎呢度。咁應該行呢邊係有嘢過啊，應該理論上。跟牌走唔 OK 咩？跟牌走我就嚟到呢度咯。咪跟牌走去到頭先咪鎖有個橋咪 lock 住咗嘅，佢俾啲木條頂住咗啊！我唔會用開槍射爛啲木啊！我諗唔會咁話。好似包哈薩咁樣，唔知會唔會咧？門口隔離冇得跳入去冇啊！而家我哋要去嗰個情人峰啊嘛，呢度咯，但係鎖住咗呢度。我而家就係唔知點樣開門。咁出嚟。係咯，總之應該呢度就快啲去到，但係呢度應該射爛啲木，唔似會射得爛咯。係咯，呢度跳唔跳過去啊？我原來就咁跳過，呢個白痴啊！有冇搞錯啊？
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
小波話整緊杯麵。頂就咁跳過就過到去，因為平時見佢咁嘅格局係應該算啦。點會咁無聊？整呢一個位要特登好似 block 咗你嗰個路，然後 block 咗你個門口，然後側邊又得咁就咁齋跳過去。我真係冇嘢好講。黐線，真係諗唔到喎。 打幾多科 like 啊？哇！做咩事啊？哇！哦！哇！死啊！又嚟啦！照佢啦！哦！佢哋終於都識得踩我個電筒，啲人幫我喎。
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but
let's move.
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up. You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake.
哦，後面有人啫！爆佢啦！冇子彈嘅呢個子彈我淨係負責閃佢啊，淨係閃光佢喎。佢射快少少啦，兄弟。執嘢！跟住咧？點啊？點解玩到幾時啊？爆嚟啦！嚟啊！係咪無限用㗎？又唔係喎，又唔係好無限用嘅。喂 ，keep 住有人嚟喎，咁點啊？走得未啊？誒？邊度抌中我？我好識玩，呢個係咪咁樣玩㗎？我都懷疑。喂，避咗我。誒！喂，搞掂。
Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun.
No time for back talk.
喂，又嚟。
Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
哇！冇電，我冇晒嗰啲信號彈啊！快啲啦！快啲啦！照唔到幾多下咋，大佬！踢佢啦！喂，全部人都已經唔驚，已經俾我照到出晒嚟咯，已經射得快少少啦，兄弟！哇！要不停咁樣玩側閃，射快啲啦，兄弟！可不可以？ 唉，你俾翻支槍我啦，不如。
Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe. Come on. Only sissies are afraid of the dark.
咩啊？嘅心係
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
顏色本色，執信號彈啦，喺醫療箱度執咗啦，已經用晒啦，極速地。喂，幾時到呢個情人風啊？得咁鬼耐。
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
但係點解爛燈嘅無啦啦？咪咯。
How this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
頂。快啲啦，射得！可唔可以打佢啊？ 哎呀！我要玩閃避係咁，射死佢啦！快啲！係咪完啦？哇！我周圍都有。 喂！照死你哋啊！快射快啲啦，朋友！唉，冇啦。仲有。喂，頂我放多個添。 嘥咗，射佢啦，仲唔射？等乜嘢啊？快啲啦，上子彈仲要！哇哇哇哇哇哇 ！Oh no！ 哇，係咁要 just 避啊要，完美閃避啊要。 得未啊？唉，冇啦嘛，冇啦。
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were going to say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're going to bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
Touch her mouth.
點解啲角色會想要攞原稿？想知發生咩？想改變世界，改變事實。哦，佢走喎，即係都唔係 friend 嚟嘅。
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
上邊要上去嚟，爭啲差錯腳。紙入邊喎，有個寶箱執啦。嚟啊嚟啊！該 please 咩啊？發脾氣啦！啊，兩條友順息落山。好，好啦嘛。根據 IGN 評價 Alan Wake 復刻版係一個相當沒有必要升級，原版嘅內容已經足夠吸引。原版尋日賣19蚊，你唔好再講啦，好唔好啊？咁你點樣？但係你 remaster 嘅畫面應該係靚好多噶嘛？你點樣？哇！爭啲跌落去。咩事啊？嚟啊！我為求大家可以睇到啲高清畫面，冇計啦咁樣。有人喺前邊又，唉煩。好啦，呆咗啦已經，唉。唔想行過去，因為，喂，喂！頂你個肺啊！頂我急上錯嘢添，頂個暴獸係俾人暴獸咗。喂！我想講呢個暴獸器我仲要係見到係撳掣版嚟嘅，仲要係即我係行過去撳一撳就中。低能，你睇呢度又有一個，我以為係啲原稿嚟嘅。你睇跟住我又行過，我唔係行過去中，我係撳掣中，我以為係執原稿，你明唔明？黐線！可以中暴獸器專家，慘！哇！喺前面見到發光嘅，平時執嘢噶嘛，呢啲係。咦？不過我唔中呢啲，佢哋應該唔出嚟嘅。咁樣解嘅話。我中 P 又中，唔係最搞笑呢度中係我直情去撳掣中添，我仲以為，因為我以為執嘢。 哇頂！喂！哇！真係煩。哇！呢度咧完全係森林迷宮嚟喎。哇！做咩地震啊？咩事啊？哇！而家係有路就行啊，完全冇牌冇顯示。啊！我呢啲箱開唔到，冇嘢執。俾我執下嘢都好啊，等我安全。又嚟！哇！逐粒上逐粒射大佬。有冇燈啊？哇！喂喂！嚇死我！以為跌咗落街。喂，發電機！哇，舒服晒！咁有啲嘢執下，又係報溫壺。攞電，攞子彈，原稿。
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
鏈鋸聲音。佢已經講定有啲咩怪喺後面啊。
On occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign.
即係我而家見到嗰啲。
innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant until now.
唔係以為我哋真係跌咗落街。發電機壞 ，please 記得執槍。邊度有執槍啊？哦，呢度有支槍啦，望到啊。係啊，跳高住。獵槍嚟喎，呢個係。呢度落去就上唔翻嚟咯
喎。I had heard the plane fall, It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
誒？啊？呢啲整呢啲有咩用啊？吓？我唔明喎。啊個箭嘴指住呢度喎。我揾唔翻嗰個符號。呢度我唔知指邊度喎，指邊度啊呢位？喺呢度噶咯喎。喂，唔知指邊度頭先 ？Oh no！ 我想執嘢喎，但係我揾唔到其他箭嘴咯喎，我想執嘢喎。點啊？我係咪過對面？冇個箭嘴咧，我想執喎。咦？哦，呢度。哦，I see，見到你啦。因為差唔多。咩事啊？咩事啊？呢個係咪光嚟㗎？呢個係光嚟㗎係嘛？唔係咩？哇！要打！死晒啦你哋！哇！呢個信號彈真係最好用嘅，真係唔係講笑。在森林，點唱？在森林和原野將是多麼的逍遙。唔係最慘，佢好長時間都係呢一個森林嘅咁樣咁大喎，仲要。跟住又乜都睇唔到，唔係好開心咯，好精神咯。玩咗咁耐，都成全森林空間，我咪都衝落去就係啦。真係會走音，咁佢本身就唱出嚟都唔啱音嘅感覺。 但係佢真係咁唱噶嘛？咩嚟㗎？哇！匿咗喺度。但我都唔記得點唱嘅真係。親愛的朋友啊，你再相信我。呢個係咪應該行呢邊咧？我諗睇下有冇嘢執埋先行過去啫。仲記唔記得下一句係乜喎？實問阿沙喎。喂，棘住咗！喂，冧咗喂！喂，哎呀，跌咗落嚟。扣咗條咯已經。咩嚟㗎呢個？Key 咩事 ？Inconversion。阿沙知道好多個 version 喎。哎呀，好嘈啊！整爆呢啲嘢都。
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird.
呢個會見到呢個副警長喎。
Lord Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
今晚天信發夢哼住隻歌。咩啊？永永話咩嚟㗎？咩叫動物紀錄片咩嚟㗎？仲有。我應該繼續上去。咦？我踢落去，升上嚟，係咪即係代表我跳過去可以？係，跳到啫俾我。
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed. Like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified. 我琴晚聽完翻唔到轉頭喎，沙話。你哋啲小朋友真係曳嘅，你哋真係好鬼曳。
我要求阿莎唱一次嚟聽下。請不要令我耳仔受罪。我最中意翻唔到轉頭系列。哇！啲雀仔嚟啦，係嘛？雀仔嚟攻擊，係咪嚟呢度啦？就係。This way, I hear a face.
Beware of Widowmakers.
連射。哇！仲有槍汁，試下用呢把槍先。啊，唔係喎，定係留？睇下有冇大佬打㗎？咪留嚟打大佬。佢估到就唔會上字。播一次惡教版嚟聽下，估唔到唯有去聽啦，明唔明係嘛？唉，從此呢度啲觀眾就俾阿沙分圖咗。你教壞晒其他觀眾啦，真係，唉！嗱，我唔負責任㗎嗱，大家到時咩事揾翻阿沙，揾翻阿沙姐得㗎啦 ，OK？ 哇！達親，有冇流血咧？有冇扣血啊？可能有扣血。哇！啲雀仔嚟啦！嗯 ？OK， 得電啫。奇怪，有棵矮樹點解喺度？哇！黑到咧，我點睇啊？哇！咩啫？又唔係兒童台，哈哈咁樣。我唔知啊，嗱，唔係我介紹㗎，記得啊，唔係我講㗎。哇！陷阱有。喂，嗰個人喺度推啲木過嚟，咦？行過嚟咯，已經係嘛？佢未見到我啦。哇，兩隻。OK。哇！近距離，哇！上子彈，電池用盡了。知仲有冇啊？喂，執嘢。 子彈滿咗，有冇搞錯啊？茶點要去，我執落嘢啊！喺呢度開唔開到？但開唔到，跟住我就咁樣推翻，好危險喂！冧咗棵樹喎，見到。哦，嚟啦！OK，哇，電鋸佬！哈，好難度啊，完全輕鬆。冇嘢執啊，有冇原稿啊？唉，森林度揾嘢真係好痛苦，有黑到咁鬼嘢，咁嘅樣真係。哇，光啊係！我覺得呢度會收埋啲原稿喺後邊。咁大隻大佬喺度，打完乜都冇。哇！真係好似乜都冇喎。你睇下，好極度容易迷路喺度。隻 game 好佛心，俾咁多子彈。我慳咋，我冇乜 miss 啊，最緊要。仲有冇？哇！睇唔到啦，已經開始呢度，好似較光咗噶咯喎。前日玩嗰時已經，因為而家都仲可以咁暗嘅。喂，上啦直接，冇啦，揾唔到。點啊？又有大佬？唔係嘛？冇啊，冇。
Barry?
Barry? 嚟啦！嗰啲原稿講嘅嘢。
I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
開始識得點樣玩啦！而家自己呢度出唔出到去啊？出唔到去。當初都冇好迷嘅，都唔知點做應該。而家 OK。
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
光啊
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
咁點啊？ 唉，即係要行過去，我就係唔好想行過去。
I had to find the key to the garage.
我知啊，咩俾時間我啊。
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears. I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
即係佢中個槍。指南針係咪有講去邊度？其實係嘅。你啱啊，沙。
I needed the garage key to get to the car.
哇！揾到鎖匙啦已經，咁快脆揾到鎖匙嘅點解？咁簡單咁嘅好似，哇！黐線佬，誒唔出嚟嘅，我咪唔使理啊，直接開啦。可唔可以撞死佢哋？哇！撞死佢哋！哇！發泄 game， 發泄 game！ 哇！好多人喎！哇！會揸車追我啊！哇！呢啲好多障礙物！哇！突然間有揸車，誒，有揸車部分嘅原來。咁幾哇！我去邊啊？應該？哇！好危險喎咁樣。呢度。突然間變咗 GTA 而家我哋。唔喺度啊！我記得呢度有路行，我就揀咗呢度嚟行啦。應該係啊，應該似係啊。哇！有分岔路喎，見到佢好想整到。唔好！做咩啊？我擊住咗嘅點解？到啦。撳 A 可以提高亮度。喂？咁點喺度？我咪要落車啦。天上又想行山直成張地圖，因為我需提水，下次唔提啦。賣指南針不嬲都知㗎啦。我咪要落車。佢冇叫我落車喎。同埋我都唔知點落車，咁樣落車。邊度啊？邊度啊？邊度啊？頂嚇我嘅，架車就嚟爆。嚇死人！你而家冇事咯，又冇嗰啲聲咯喎。個艇度有原稿執啊！
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance. And life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. she was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
咩係冇車秒啊？好咗，的確係有車好開心，我覺得撞得好開心頭先。我唔想冇咗架車喎，我玩咗陣啫喎。
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
係啦，唔使你講啦。哎呀，我想揸架車上嚟喎。哇頂！喂！唉，死咗添！卡車，到底敵人點可以收埋咁多飛虎呢？啱啊！你問佢哋啊，我可唔可以引佢出嚟用車撞毀佢啊？同埋其實我揸車其實我咪〜唉，算啦，好難行晒咁多地圖，我成日覺得佢可能有啲位俾我執嘢嘅，其實好嘢。我要咪執翻個原稿先。睇嚟唔可以蝦啲信號彈。
Best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
哇，爽！哇！黐線，即死啊！唔該，耶！啊冇咯喎，2針啫喎，原來。我仲諗緊要打幾耐添，仲喺度諗。踢入去。咦？誒，佢自己開嘅，佢有個掣俾佢撳踢，但係佢自己開嘅喎。睇電視去，又嚟。
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization.
諗住睇下有咩執先。
But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
無啦啦間爛屋有得睇，得天上入鏡頭接斧頭，因為阿倫中晒。
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, Assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists. Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game.
我覺得
But the white shirt is on the dead
都
guy.
唔係佢哋把聲嚟嘅。
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
恐怖片嚟嘅喎，呢啲音樂。哦，睇完係咪佢不停再播會？哦，多謝 4 like 啊，多早晨啊！哦，睇完，冇咩執喎呢度。純粹嚟八卦下間屋。哇！跳唔到過去咁多。唔知仲有冇怪啦？到底睇咗啲乜？我都唔知睇咗啲乜。同埋同呢個劇情好似冇關係。喂 checkpoint 有。誒，哦唔係嚟嘅。
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need...
應該要同佢講。
It's not done.
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes.
點解入邊啲角色佢自己嘅創作角色要揾咗個作者嘅老婆要挾佢，要攞翻份原稿出嚟，唔知做乜鬼嘢而家。而家以我理解係咁樣，我唔知有冇誤會咧。我又翻返嚟呢度做乜嘢？又兜錯路。嚟啊！咩瘋狂粉絲？喘晒氣啦，跑到。
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
就係呢啲雀仔啦。有冇嘢執啊？從烏鴉度救出嚟喎，點樣救啊？開下窗得㗎啦，係嘛？信號彈咪得啦，係嘛？點救佢啊？
I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
哇！黐線！哦，就咁同一堆烏鴉打得咯喎，咁搞笑，有啲搞笑喎呢個。 我呢堆咧就係佢過唔到嚟嘅都，佢過唔到嚟我執下。哇！究竟咁快嘅？哇！黐線，用閃光彈啫。佢條料過問，仲講咁多廢話。哦，要不停咁，誒，佢係逐隻燒死嘅喎，而家我係。喂，走到咁遠點？誒，咁點啊？哇！咁都唔係辦法嘅喎，原來。我係咪用嘥咗啲子彈嚟？應該都唔係咁樣。哇！扣咁多，定係打多幾浸得㗎啦？哇！佢唔出嚟喎。喂，誒，得啦，哦，持久戰嚟嘅呢個咁拖下時間搞掂。
I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back.
嚇！真係為咗個人，嗰個唔係佢寫嘅角色嚟嘅咩
For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
已經
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour. See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
都壞佢㗎啦，俾人催眠咗。呢個 Rose 俾人催眠咗。喂，搞掂。第二集完啦，唉，搞掂，耶！好啦，我哋今晚就嚟到呢度啦，瞓得着咯，阿沙話。爆機轉 game， 第二集咋，爆機。好啦，唉，今晚嚟到啦，呢一集。 冰冰話：多謝大家睇到呢度啦，我哋下次再見啦，今日好冇？感謝大家，下次再見啦，早唞啦各位，拜拜，再見，冰冰、Royal 阿莎、阿 Kim、小寶，再見。咁雪爆咩啊？未爆啦，2集啫嘛，第2集啫嘛。而家好似睇戲咁啊，其實基本上，但係我都仲未知，唔係好估到佢講乜，淨係知道個作者好似有病咁樣，有精神病咁樣，個老婆又失蹤咗，但係啲時間線亂晒大龍啊，完全都唔知幾時嘅，係咪先？好啦，下次再繼續啊，好冇？再見啦 ，Anya 再見啦，早唞啦，拜拜。